Good evening. My name is Linda Bolls. I'm a member of the First United Methodist Church here in Kewanee. I am so glad you joined me tonight to hear a story about Christmas. The name of the book that I'm going to read tonight is Alabaster's Song. It's Christmas Through the Eyes of an Angel. It is by my favorite author, Max Lucado. Alabaster's Song. I was 6 years old when I first met the angel called Alabaster. That was a long time ago, and I've grown up now, and I have a little boy of my own, but I still remember Alabaster. Here is how I first met him. My parents always put up our Christmas tree near my room. I could see it through the doorway. When everyone thought I was asleep, I would lie in the bed and stare at the lights and count the shiny balls. I would watch the colors glimmer on the icicles, and I know this sounds a little funny, but I would talk to the angel. High atop the tree he sat. He had a feathery white wings and a golden halo. I knew he wasn't real. Well, at least I thought he wasn't real. But he looked so friendly, and those red rubby cheeks of his and his big bright eyes. He looked so young. Maybe that's why I talked to him. All of my brothers and sisters were older than me, and he was the only one in the house my age. So I talked to him. I named him Alabaster. I asked him questions about being an angel. Do angels have to go to bed early? Do your wings keep you warm? Do you ever get tired of sitting on the tree? He never spoke, but that didn't keep me from asking. One night, I was in that in-between place between being asleep and awake, and I just asked one more little question. What was it like in Bethlehem? Oh, that must have been the right question. Suddenly, Alabaster was standing beside my bed. It was wonderful. His face was round and his eyes were bright. His golden halo and white feathers glowed and sparkled. He talked to me like we were old friends, and when he spoke, he sounded like he was missing his 2 front teeth. It was a great night. We went to the shepherds because they were wide awake, and it was so nice. Most of the time they thought we were just stars, but that night they knew something special was in the air. He giggled with a giggle that made me giggle too. By now I was sitting on the edge of my bed. What do? Oh, we this thing. Want to hear it? Yes, I said. And from that little angel came the most beautiful music. He put his head back and filled our house with a melody only heaven had heard and only heaven could make. He sang and he sang like God himself was listening. I put my head on my pillow and listened until I opened my eyes and the sun was up and it was Christmas morning. Get up, it was my dad shaking me. Come and see your presents. Oh, I jumped out of bed and ran to the tree, and there was everything I'd asked for. Skates, a baseball glove, a train. I was so excited, I forgot all about Alabaster and his song. Soon all the presents were opened, and we all sat around the tree, talking and laughing and looking at all the new stuff we had. That's when I heard the song again. Alabaster's song, and the room was full of it. I looked up. Little Alabaster was there on the tree with his head back and his mouth open. He was singing just like he had the night before. I looked around at my family, and no one else was looking at the angel. They were all talking like nothing was happening. Do you hear the singing? I asked my dad. No. Do you, Mom? No, she answered. No one else heard him. But I heard him, as clear as if he was on the tree next to him. My head was turned towards the window, and he was singing to Jesus, just like he had done on that very first night in Bethlehem. The next Christmas, when I was 7, I heard him again. And the next, and he would stop at my bed Christmas Eve and sing. And from the top of the tree on Christmas morning, he would sing to Jesus. Every year I saw him. Every year I heard him. And then I got older. I forgot to look for him. I forgot to listen for him. And after a few Christmases, I didn't even hear him anymore. I forgot about his song to today. Today is Christmas. And this morning we opened presents. I noticed that my little boy was looking at the angel on the tree. After a moment, he turned to me and said, "Do you hear the song, Daddy?" I hope you enjoyed this story, Alabaster Song by Max Lucado. And it makes us think about the angels that sang to the shepherds and to Jesus on that first Christmas so many long years ago. Merry Christmas to everyone. Good night.